opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air here. It's Young. Going deep right away. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Raiders force the turnover on the first series of this game. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead. Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down. His first throw is an interception. And the Panthers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 28. Short pass brought in. Has room into the secondary. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point try is good by Wright. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. Down the sideline inside the 40. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Play action here with Howell. That's Mayer, he's got it! What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
To the air, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they'll bring him down after an all-right gain. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Sam Howell touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Running in the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers break the tie here in the first. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. And the shotgun, Howell. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Rush coming for Howell. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Brings it in at the 12. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. This one returned for 11 yards. And it's going to be Panthers football. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They put a receiver in motion right. Here's Young on 1st and 10. That pass complete to McMillan. To the house, touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers grow their early lead to 13. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Howell from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now Howell off to play action. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Howell out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
All set up now for 1st and 10. A give to Mostert out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Howell. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Trayvon Merritt has it. And the Panthers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Young. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Young. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. Young on 1st and 10. This has been a trend, yet another interception. It's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Young working from the gun. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. New set of downs for him from the 46. To the air on 1st down. Young. Fits it through the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Slot man in motion left. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
From the 20 on second down. This is reeled in by Leggett. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and goal, Hubbard has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Hits his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Dump off caught by his back. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Howell back to throw. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Howell, first and 10. Got a man, Bowers has it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before.
And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Shotgun snap now to Young. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Devin White makes the play. And the Raiders get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Let's go. To throw, Howell. Completed to his running back. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Vegas first down.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball at the 33 for first down. And the shotgun, Howell. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throw wheeled in by Baylor. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. To throw again, it's Howell. And the Panthers are there to bring him down. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Plowing up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Davion Clowney on that stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Howell from the gun. That's taken in by Tucker. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
This finds Mostert. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Howell out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Raiders first. Blown back, gets the handoff. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Howell off to play action. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Howell throwing on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield. Back who can show off his wheels.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Given 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. They run again with Hubbard. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts in too many possessions.
That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They'll run here on 1st down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Now Howell to throw. He's on the move. Oh, the football's loose. Panthers pick this one up. Wow, he's dropped hard on the return by one of the offensive linemen.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He finds Sanders.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Panthers in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 27. Finds Sanders. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Young on 1st and 10. They did it! He made the interception! Devin White makes the play. And the Raiders have some new life in the 4th. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
He has the touchdown! Now a big 2-point try coming for these Raiders.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's got a man complete. And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4th. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rule starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
39. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now they have 3rd and short. Now it's Young. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Hubbard hauls it in. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers tie this game 35 apiece. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk, because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Young working from the gun. Gets this to Sanders. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Panthers going for the win here. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Sending a receiver left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. All right, here we go. Second down. Here he is to throw. Legette's got it. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Third and a lone yard coming up. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Man in motion here. To throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers jump in front late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face second down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Setting up to pass. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He'll look to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Motioning one of the tight ends. They'll try and punch it in. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Going power with a big tight end. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Looking to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Throwing now. Forced out to his right. Pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's knocked loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big...